Boys, breaking news. As we were filming, we got a notification. We were watching the weigh-ins on the side. Arman Tsarukyan is out of the title fight at UFC 311 versus Islam Makhachev. Replacing him is Renato Moicano. He weighed in at championship weight. What is going on?
Dude, it was so funny because the last time we filmed, Lucas said, I can guarantee you one of these four fighters is not making it.
It was too good to be true.
And then all week, we're just looking at these pictures of Arman Tsarukyan. Dude just looked huge. He genuinely looked like a 170, even a 185. Like, he looked way too big. And we're like, there's no way this guy makes weight. And then we show up this morning to film, and it's like, oh, Arman's the only one that hasn't weighed in yet. And it's like... oh, so then we film a video, and then we look back, we look at Twitter, Arman still hadn't weighed in.
Rumors are circulating.
Yeah.
And then we get the official ESPN post, we get the announcement from Dana. Now, Dana, we just watched it, Dana said that Arman called him at 1 a.m. last night and said that he has a back injury and isn't confident that he's going to be able to fight. So, I don't know if it was the weight cut or if he was having like actual back injury prior to this. I really don't know what happened. Arman has been waiting for this chance for a long time. He turned it down at UFC 302, which is why Dustin got the chance. Now he's missing out on his chance at UFC 311. I don't think he deserves, like, what does he deserve after this?
I mean, I can understand him not wanting to fight at 302 after 2 pay-per-views prior.
Yeah, I agree.
Going to an absolute war against Charles. It's unrealistic for him to take that fight. He's not going to have a full camp, a full time to recover. But, like, I am struggling to believe that this is a real injury. I know, as terrible as that sounds, like you want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm struggling to believe this is a real injury because I don't think he was going to make weight.
Well, think about how dejected he looked in the press conference yesterday.
Yeah.
He looked so tired. Obviously, you know, you're cutting weight. I expect that. But this dude was not talking at all.
He put on one of the worst press conference performances of all time.
Yeah.
Like, he just sat there and looked like an emo in the corner.
Yeah. So Islam Makhachev accepted the fight against Renato Moicano. He said, I'll face anyone. Moicano must be ecstatic about this.
Because, like, even I could see this playing out in, like, I mean, Moicano already has that hype behind him. He has that cult fan base. But, like, I could see this playing out like a Khalil Roundtree versus Alex Pereira, where, like, even if Moicano loses but puts up a decent fight,
they're gonna
the
love
stock
him.
goes up. The stock goes up. You
So
know,
true.
Like, and you got to think for Moicano, like, he's fighting in a championship fight. He probably was making a few $100,000 for this fight. Over $1 million from this fight now that it's a championship
Bro's
fight.
buying Bitcoin after this.
You know, and like, I just think that it's. I don't even know what to say.
If Moicano is the person to beat Makhachev after all this time, imagine the scenes. Can we just think about it for 1 second?
I would like, if he does, I would like to go back to a video we filmed months ago where we were talking about nightmare matchups for every champion. And we took 2 nightmare matchups for every champion. One of my nightmare matchups for Makhachev was Moicano.
All right. Well, wait till he gets KO'd in round 1.
Dude, I know he's getting cooked. But if it does happen, I got all my cards covered, you know?
Yeah. You can say, I predict these things.
Yeah, we're going to clip that, post that everywhere. It's going to go viral. But,
So true.
like...
I am so disappointed that Arman, he was seeming confident. He was doing all the interviews. Like, not once did he look like he had a back injury. Because usually you can see when they're walking.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it affects the way that people walk.
And it's like, what kind of back injury does he actually, like, did he pull something? Like,
well, that's the thing. Like, when you're weight cutting that late into the stage the night before, you are just shadow boxing. You're maybe skipping some rope. You know, you're working very lightly. It seems strange that, you know, you would pull a muscle.
I mean, if he did actually pull something, it's got to be that he was cutting it close on weight and had to really push for it and maybe had to push his body a little bit too hard. And when your body's so weak from cutting all that weight, very vulnerable to injury.
Imagine how mad the Armenian fans are going to be at LA.
They're going to burn down the city. Oh, wait.
Too soon, man. Too soon. So let's talk about the Makhachev versus Moicano fight a little bit. How do we see this fight going?
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Really?
I mean, I don't think it's going to be like Makhachev is just like, we talked about how Makhachev is so well-rounded. Arman's well-rounded. Moicano's well-rounded.
So I picked Beneil Dariush to beat Moicano. I'm picking Moicano to beat Makhachev. No, I'm kidding. I do think, it could be, like you said, one of those Khalil Roundtree performances where no one expects him to get past round 1, and then he makes it to round 4, and you're like, what the?
Well, and he's going to be going in at 100%. He has nothing to lose in this fight. Yeah.
Overhand.
Yeah, stamina bar gone. And the thing is Moicano's only been training for a 3-round fight. He has fought in 5 rounds before.
Oh, shit, we're cooked.
So, I think Moicano's stamina is going to be fine. It's not like...
Yeah.
He realistically, if he goes 5 rounds with Islam, isn't winning. So, get it done early. But he's going to throw balls to the walls, doing everything he can to try to beat Islam Makhachev. And...
Hear me out. Moicano 50-45. In what world is that?
I could realistically see Moicano winning the first round, but just being absolutely gassed after. Islam and Khabib were just chuckling in the corner.
Brother, no one checked this guy's stamina.
And then just boom, tap him out, Darce choke next round.
Yeah.
But
I do think that Islam is going to KO him. Ooh. I'll say that much. If this goes to a decision, this is disgrace to the Khabib legacy. Okay.
Finish, if he chokes him out, a nasty choke, that's just as cool.
Yeah, no, it is. But
knock down, choke him out.
But think about how good Moicano is on the ground. He is actually very, very skilled.
But he's not as good as Islam.
And he's not wrestling good. He finds submissions well. Ground and pound might be one of the best in the division. But are you really gonna get on top of Makhachev?
Moicano's got to call up Dustin Poirier, get him in the corner. Moicano, shoot the gilly! Shoot the gilly! But so another thing to talk about with this fight, what does it mean for Darnush,
yeah. What happens to Dariush?
We talked about, it's a lot of moving piece around, but give him Grant Dawson, or he just gets taken off the card, or...
Yeah, it's tough because Dariush is a bigger name than Diego Ferreira and Grant Dawson.
Yeah.
Pairing Grant Dawson up with Dariush would be kind of similar to the Moicano matchup, honestly. Yeah. I could see Grant Dawson winning that if he actually does have really strong wrestling like we think he does, but it all depends on Dariush, right? Yeah. How good is Dariush? I think they will try and make that matchup because Dariush is pay-per-view worthy, main card worthy, right? But so is Peyton Talbot, bro.
Dude, I was just about to say, I was waiting for you to finish. So I could say, you scrap a fight from the main card, and you need someone to come in and open the card. 100% has to be Peyton Talbot. 100% give me Peyton Talbot opening up the main card.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It ain't going to be Almeida versus the Polar Bear.
Sergey Spivak, great fighter.
That is not happening on the main card of this fight for sure. So it's either going to be a Dariush replacement Dariush fight.
Yeah, you could bring in someone on, you probably wouldn't bring in someone on catch weight, but
No, I don't think so because Dariush already made weight and they have other lightweight fighters on the card.
Yeah.
Right? Realistically, a 40-year-old Diego Ferreira, his career does not matter.
Yeah.
Right?
But then you're missing, it's a short card then is the thing too.
No, still 13 fights.
No, I think it's down to 12 because we lost. Oh no, we did get replacement fights.
Yeah.
We did get replacement fights. So then you're just down to 12. That's not a big deal. But it's interesting. There's going to be more news to come out every hour.
For sure.
I kind of feel like it's fight day. It's not quite fight day yet. We're still a day away.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the Moicano versus Makhachev stare down. How hype is that going to be?
Dude, Moicano's walkout at the main event.
Ooh.
Oh, green lights, yellow lights. Moicano money. Money.
Oh, man. This is not your average news video. This is Dylan.
This is Dotson's Corner news right here.
This is. What else do we have to say? It's going to be a good fight no matter what. Makhachev should get a finish. I was really looking forward to Arman.
It was going to be fight of the year. It's going to be unreal. It was going to start off 2025, which is going to be a year of bangers, but that just means that it gets pushed back and next fight's Arman.
Yeah.
Realistically.
And now Islam has...
Sorry, Charles. You gotta fight Ilya instead. You were gonna get a title fight, but now you have to fight Ilya and you're never gonna touch the title again.
Yeah, that's sad. But yeah, like I said, Makhachev versus Arman probably gonna get pushed back. But what does Arman deserve at this point,
Who knows? But I don't know. He was just huge. I just struggling to believe that he was going to make weight.
Yeah, let us know if you think that this was a weight issue or if this was a real back injury. We'll see how it goes down tomorrow night,
Before we finish, final prediction. Now that we have a new main event of UFC 311. Final prediction.
Oh, that's a good point. Makhachev round 2 KO.
Ooh. I think I'm going to go. I was thinking round 2. I'll go sub to be different.
All right.
It might change tomorrow for
That's
the
fair.
predictions, but yeah.
That's fair.
All right, that is going to wrap it up for us today. This video is going to be breaking news. We've never done breaking news before, but that's how it goes.
Yep.
Perfect timing. Let us know what you think of this new main event down in the comments. Way down there, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.